haven't done just arms in a long time. That's cool. I'd be quite interested to see what your max curl would be.
Well, I said, like, once you look at the feature stuff, fuck that. It's just so isolated. And then, because I've torn my bicep.
Really? Okay. Curling or?
No. It's a match. I got sent through. Normally, how you like exit the ring, you got thrown. You hold the middle rope, and you go, you plant on the apron, and then you take your bump or whatever you want. The ropes are so loose. When like I went through it, the rope like just like there's nothing there.
Oh really?
So I was like, oh shit! So I went to base on this, and I missed it. So instinctively, I just held on, reflex. And so it's just like you can't really tell in the when you watch the regular motion, but slow motion, it looks like arm snap, it looks like I get an arm bar or whatever, and just pop it right off.
Shit.
Because it's my full body weight falling.
Yeah. Nice. 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 When you lift hard during the day, do you ever feel that when you're wrestling at all?
Sometimes now. Before, I didn't care. I'd be like, oh, it's, in my days would still rotate, but like when I used to be wrestling, like, especially pre-pandemic, sometimes I wrestled Wednesday through Sunday. So like, all right, well, if it's hamstrings, I'm doing heavy deadlift today, then I'm doing heavy deadlift. Well, it didn't matter. Like,
nice. Oh yeah. So we'll do a humble 70. I think it's just impressive how you do these and your hair stays in place. Nice. That's a great one. I should do that more often.
I do like to do I love skull crushers as well. But even me, like, I guess that's the wear and tear of getting older too. Like, I feel strong on those ones too. Sometimes I feel like that'll hurt my shoulder, my elbows too. So I try to find movements I can still do heavy without like,
That makes sense. I mean,
that's on the joint.
That's a lot of fucking weight for just your triceps, 140. Nice. Here we go. Nice.
Give me two more.
Here we go. Nice.
One more.
Nice. I fucked up his hair.
Jeez.
I definitely fucked up the mohawk.
Yeah. That one I felt.
Shit.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I want to keep the
That's
mohawk.
a fucking lawsuit. 160, not bad. More than my bench. The problem is my chest isn't as big, so I don't know how the fuck you put it on.
How to keep it up. Good. Here you go. Three more, I got you. Two more. One more. One more. Go. I got it.
Thank you. Woo. He did that for his extra bicep volume? Damn, that's awesome. I gotta do that more. Clearly I'm missing something.
That one's when you really push someone to failure on those two, I always try to grab it from them because it's too, like you said, put it up, it's already hard enough. But they're trying to take it down when you're blown.
Seriously.
It can be bad. But I like to do these like Superman style.
Nice, okay.
Like spider curl. You know was pulling it in like the same direction of like doing like a skull crusher, or even like kind of what we did right
Like
there.
overhead?
You almost want to go like behind your head, yeah,
Okay.
get that like peak contraction.
Do you like the wider or more narrow grip?
Whatever is more comfortable for you.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
One more.
Here you go.
A little bit light, one more. Here, go down slow. Yeah, that was a good one.
Nice.
Well, I haven't had a good bicep force rep for a minute.
Yeah, that was.
It's a game changer right
I'm
there.
feeling it. This is great. With all the people that you know, like in bodybuilding, is there anyone that you model your training after more than anyone?
Like workouts that I've stolen that are unique from somebody has definitely been Kai Green.
Really? Okay.
I don't know if that I've trained necessarily like anyone per se, but I'm kind of giving it's pretty intense and does a lot of volume.
Yeah.
A lot of volume. I do a pretty good amount of volume. I used to do way more until I realized like maybe I don't need to do like 50 sets or like a little overkill. But yeah, speaking just of Kai too, no, it's like I think him and Flex are probably like the two like coolest and nicest like people in bodybuilding.
Yeah.
But Kai was always like one of my favorites when I got into bodybuilding. And then the second show I did, I won the overall. He was the guest poser and trophy presenter. And then what was it, like 8 or 9 years later, we're both sponsored by Edcon doing workout videos together, and I took him to the ring.
You're still with them?
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, yeah.
Right, that's awesome.
But it was cool to be like, oh man, to like have him be the guest poser and trophy presenter when I won my first overall, when I already was looked up to him. And then fast forward, just short of a decade, now we're on the same team doing videos together. That's pretty
really
incredible.
Cool.
So
that's awesome. Yeah, he's my best friend's favorite bodybuilder.
yeah, he's so cool. Come on, keep going. Here we go. Slow it up. Traction. There you go. When it gets hard. Two more. Slow it. Yeah, one more.
Yeah, so powerlifting, bodybuilding, I kept up for the first 2 exercises, and now we're starting to tank out.
There's just definitely a big difference. And it's funny too, because I feel like a lot of powerlifters can get blown up like the volume and like the intensity of like bodybuilding training, but then vice versa. You start doing a couple heavy ass power sets on things. You're like, oh shit. Just like if I'm conditioned, to go wrestle in the ring,
right?
And then I go play a game of football. Even though I'm still in shape, I'm gonna get more blood. We'll feel more sore at least the next day because your body's not like, hey, what is this? This is a different way of doing it.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Nice.
One more.
Here we go. Nice.
Oh man, that one felt like a barbell rail on my back. That's how I was. Yeah, as it gets up really hard, I like to concentrate even more on the negative.
Okay.
Just because you're stronger on the negative, and when you have that help on the positive, you get a nice little squeeze. But then you can like make the negative work just so it keeps the muscle firing that much more and more. I don't like to concentrate too much on the negative at the beginning, because then it takes away what you can do on your own on the positive. But then as you start to fail and you need the help,
that's smart.
Then I go that much more on the negative.
You still do that even when you're training by yourself?
Yeah, no, it's usually drop set or rest pause.
Okay, makes sense.
It's not quite the same, but yeah. That is one thing I hate, that I don't have a constant training partner anymore. Is force reps. I feel like when I was in my best shape and strongest, it was because I had such a reliable training partner, and we just did so many force reps on everything. And so I just feel like force reps are like the greatest thing to use for, because there's like no way you can replicate that.
Yeah.
So you get that force rep past failure every time, and it just gets you mentally tougher too to like keep pushing past. So definitely feel like that's a big difference.
That's a very good point. Can you replicate that with a max deadlift? That's my question.
There's times where like if I'm trying to pull and I can't pull that heavy, same thing, I'll drop the weight and just start, doing drop sets of it.
Because if it gets me to 900, I'll do it.
I'll tell you what though, man. When you start doing the drops on deadlift, that blood pump you get in your lower back is unreal. And you're just like, walk around like Shawn Michaels afterwards.
Ric Flair.
Come on. There you go. Go. Good shit.
Damn, thank you.
Yeah, did you see that kid that was like 19 that did like 900?
Oh, yeah. I mean, honestly, there's like a couple of them, unfortunately, but yes.
Yeah, there's control. I'm like, how is that even possible?
Yeah, it's wild because when I was 19, which was, only 8 years ago, 600, 700 would be like very elite.
Oh, absolutely.
And the best teams would have been like barely touching 800, but yeah, now there's 20-year-olds, 19-year-olds like flirting in the 8s and 9s. It's insane. But
well, it's crazy that like there's people that age and even like not that big that are like that's up there like right towards like the world record. I'm like, how's that even?
Right.
Like,
yeah, I don't know either.
It doesn't make sense.
Makes no sense. It's wild to think about the progression because,
especially deadlift over anything else. Like
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, right.
Because not like anybody's like doing the same like in bench. I'm not saying that there is, I'm sure, but it's not as common, I guess.
Yeah.
It's still unbelievable. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Nice.
Yep, here we go.
Nice. Nice.
One more.
Here we go. Nice.
All right, take that corner off. Woo.
Good to go. Nice.
Okay.
Go.
So help me slow. Not on the way down. I'll get on the way down.
Gotcha.
So help me slow on the way up. Make me work more on the way up.
Here we go.
There it is. One more.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh. Woo.
Nice.
My arm is gonna rip off.
Puts 2.5 on.
Right. Come on. One more. Good. Control the way down. There it is. Come on. Go. Two more. One more. Good. Whew.
Yeah.
Good job.
That's great. Thank you. Appreciate it. Nice. Nice. Oh yeah. To be honest, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna be able to move this. I think I'm gonna push myself up. Alright, we're gonna have to cheat a little bit. I'm gonna have to cheat this one.
How's it here? You want me to push your legs down?
It's more so like my hips, so if you wanna like heterosexually grab me around the waist, that'd be I just need a seatbelt.
I'll try to help you.
Thank you. It's okay, he's a pro wrestler.
I was curious. I like this.
He has more clothes on than I do.
Yeah. Thank you. So kind. Why don't you grab me like that? Yeah.
Yeah. You know, too, also, it's also because you're a little shorter than me, too.
Oh, that's true.
So,
I can't get on top of it as much.
Yeah. What's the most you've weighed?
270 back in my heyday.
270?
Yeah, but I was
You were
chubby.
270?
I was a chubby little monkey. I was.
Damn, the most I've ever weighed was 272.
Really? Okay.
And I was,
Sure, it looked much different than mine.
yeah, I was still like a 272, but oh man, it was still too big. Like where I'd have to say, you beat 270, my gosh. I remember
Yeah, no,
I'd have to like rock on the edge of my bed to get my sock on.
Right.
Here we go. I gotta get around the big toe. Like, yeah, it was too much. I was like, I don't like that at all.
Right. Yeah. My humbling moment was putting on dress shoes. I couldn't physically actually do it.
Oh yeah, you
Like,
get so blown up, you're like, boo! And you're like, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
man.
awful. Well,
This one.
go. Thank you. In my mind, I was trying to spot you at the same time.
Yeah.
Talking powerlifting, bodybuilding, how strong certain bodybuilders are. I mean,
Yeah, no.
all top guys are a number weak, but I remember one of the first pros I worked out with, obviously a powerlifter too, was Johnny Jackson.
Oh, okay.
And we did arms. And he's like, all right, we'll do dumbbell curls, 15 reps each side. I'm like, okay, cool. He picks up 70. So
Damn, holy shit.
I was like, 50 reps? I'm like, I don't know what them apples.
That's wild. Holy shit.
I was like, God dang.
And you know that John Mackey guy? He's starting
Yes.
to CT. Deadlift's about 900 now. Yeah. That's wild too.
Yeah, up at same place, at Destination, right?
At Dallas, yeah.
Yeah, he used to be with Redcon as well. I actually was just talking to him.
Okay.
Yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, his deadlift is ridiculously impressive, and he looks great. And then you see these like skinny high school kid doing.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? How's that
I
even?
know.
Doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't.
I'm like, man, hold on a second. I was like, I'm over here thinking Larry Wheels is amazing. I'm like, oh, every high school kid does that now.
Seriously, yeah, no, it's wild. It's wild.
You know, it's like the same for me. Cause I was a big skateboarder in high school, and then now when I see like these little kids that just like, I mean, there's kids when I was skating that were unbelievable, but kids now are like ridiculously unbelievable. Like a kid who just won the X Games in Japan was 13.
Really?
Who won the
Really?
street competition? I'm
From the
like,
United States?
Huh?
Is he from the United States?
I don't know if he was or wasn't, but I mean, it was unbelievable. I'm like a 13-year-old kid. I go, no
Yeah.
way. My friend was talking about it, sent me his run, and it was unbelievable. And it's just nuts to see this little kid.
Right.
And it's funny too because like certain tricks they do, because they don't have the same pop and like air and hang tight, you know what I mean? So you can see it, like it almost looks, for lack of a better term, amateur. But the tricks he's nailing is unbelievable. Like the technical ability of
Right.
it all. And I'm like,
Holy shit.
and all these other top pros like lost to him. I'm like,
Wow.
I'm wild. I'm wild. Just nice and raw about just dumbbell curls. I feel like it's like the most basic and primitive like exercise like everyone can do, but like I don't know, when I do arms and I don't do dumbbell curls, I feel weird. It's like when I really want to cheat on pizza and I have pizza, but if I don't have pepperoni on it, I feel like, did I really have pizza then? Like, that doesn't count. It's like,
Did you really do arms?
right? Yeah, exactly.
They feel even better after like the barbell curls. They already
For
have
sure,
their
for sure.
pre-pump. Yeah.
Because a lot of times I'll do them like first sometimes, but like, as I can't do as much weight or as much rest, but like the pump feels ridiculous right now, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I haven't had a pump like this in a while as well. It's awesome.
I don't even like my shoulders feel like pump right now.
Yeah.
Are you very strict, like on point with your diet and stuff too?
Yeah, more recently I got it back on. I to be honest, I fell off a little bit towards the end of my knee rehab. I just I put on a lot of strength and muscle, but I didn't stay strict with my diet. But normally, yeah, she's actually my nutritionist.
Ah.
Yeah, and so she helps me out with the dieting aspect and everything. So honestly, it's been better than it's ever been for me from like a quality of calorie standpoint. Before, when I would get lean, it would just be crashing. And I'm doing like a slight cut back down to 200 right now. I've been losing a pound a week.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, it's been going good. Usually I would just drop it all in like 2 weeks.
Which is like, it's like that rubber band dieting and stuff, where it's like any weight that you gain really fast or lose really fast, I feel like it just goes back the other way just as fast.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like because you can only like cheat it so much, and if you're not steadily losing it, you're not changing the metabolic structure to keep that weight off and build the muscle. If you're losing it, you're gonna gain right back. So then if you gain a bunch of weight, it's a bunch of water and fake weight too. It's not actual muscle. You can't put on 20 pounds of muscle. You know what I mean? It's really light. I always do everything pretty light the first time to make sure like
much just grabbing right in the middle.
Yep. Yeah.
Interesting. Do you find this one, because this one has a little bit deeper groove, do you think it's better? Or?
Out of the ones that were there, I thought that one probably looked the best. But
okay.
I was like, this is a nice way to hit it. Without, I think you close grip wrench a lot too, but
okay.
This one, I feel like it's easier on your shoulders. You don't really feel it because you're like vertical, so laying down.
Yeah. Nice. Thank you.
Hey, you guys mind if I get a photo with you?
Sure. With him or with
kids and my cool friends?
With him, yeah. I'm actually not a pro wrestler, if that's what you're thinking.
My kids are actually coming.
Yeah, I'd be honored. Absolutely. Can I get a picture with you? That's the question?
Oh, hell yeah.
Sweet. I like how you can do a false grip on it, really. Yeah, this is his invention.
That's funny. That's how I usually high bench anyways.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, a little suicide grip, yeah. So that was a little more dangerous.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
No worries.
Absolutely.
Come on. Good. One more. Good.
And I'm trapped.
Let your arm go back a little bit more.
Back. And keep it there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, because it was almost like an incline curl back.
Okay, got it.
Prep my meals like 24/7. If I'm doing a show, my big problem though is I always because I'm not prepping for a show, so I'll always freaking splurge and binge way too often.
Okay.
Like way too often. Like I'll be like I'm point, and then just freaking like instead of even have like a designated like cheat day or cheat meal or whatever. Like even when I try to plan it out, I usually never do it because I've already like impulse fucking binge like 2 days prior. Like, oh well, never mind. I don't get that meal anymore.
Is it usually when you're traveling?
You know what? No, it's funny. It does happen when I'm traveling. I'm usually more on point when I'm traveling because I'm like clocked in.
Interesting. Okay.
Usually, almost 90% of the time when it happens is right when I get home from a trip.
Oh, okay.
As soon as I walk in and I relax for a second, then all of a sudden it's like I'm in like vacation mode because I'm back home and stuff. And then like, you know, 7 kids, whatever. There's always a bunch of snacks and stuff, and it's like, oh, it always starts as one, right? I'm gonna have this one Oreo, this one whatever, and then
That makes sense.
I can't have a man, but it happens. Good.
Thank you.
Hey, how many people in jits are moving as much weight as you, huh?
Lifting as much? There's a handful of white belts that are coming from like powerlifting at a high level, like my friend Derek, that are pretty serious about lifting, but as far as like being years into it like I am, probably I don't know, maybe a handful. Like Mark Bell's co-host on his podcast, and Seema's pretty into it. But other than that, not too much.
I know, because that was one thing, because I think jiu-jitsu is amazing, and I barely ever really do it, but I never, when I saw you doing as much powerlifting at your level of jiu-jitsu, I'm like, oh, that's not a combination you see that often.
Thank you, I appreciate it, thank you.
Because even like, whenever I roll with people too, it's like, it's great, but I feel like the only time I ever really beat anybody is just because of outsizing or overpowering them, over technique. So I was like, oh shit, Jimmy over here with the skills and the strength.
Oh, I appreciate it, thank you. Yeah, it's starting to catch on more now. I feel like a lot of powerlifters are starting to like become interested because, you know, just a handful of like, I guess I don't know who you know, but there's like a handful of well-known powerlifters that started that are like blue belts now.
Yeah.
All the pro wrestling recruits are gonna be like, is this what you have to do before each match?
No, unfortunately, I feel like there's more and more people at pro wrestling who don't do this.
Yeah.
To me, like, I remember I wanted to be a wrestler since I was 10. And when I graduated graduated high school only 155 pounds.
Really? Okay.
And I was like, this isn't gonna cut the mustard. Like I can't go to wrestling school looking like this. I gotta show up like I want it and I mean business.
Right. Do a lot of the guys ask you for help?
Oh yeah, a lot of them will, but like at the same time, I can also offer advice. But I'm sure you know how it is too.
Right.
You can tell people ask you for advice, and when they really ask you for advice, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
totally.
When they're asking for you to tell them something that's just like an easy solution that'll work in a day, and blah blah, blah, you know, I'm like, we're just gonna go in one ear, not the other, because they're not gonna apply anything.
Yeah, it
as opposed
is.
to somebody's real serious about it.
It is interesting because, like, from the fans' perspective, I would have been under the impression like everybody's on a strict workout routine and everything, you know.
No. I mean, there is those that are, but more and more of them I feel like are not. So like, and I don't know if it's just this like new wave of like, it's almost like pro wrestling body positivity. We're like, oh, you don't have to be this jacked up, you know, 1980s pro wrestler anymore. But I'm like, hey, you don't have to be, but like you still should look like an athlete, look believable.
Right.
Like it's like I don't know. During the pandemic, it's like, you know, we really take a lot of Ubers, so a lot of the Uber drivers would drive a lot of us around. Like, and one guy drives me and picks me up from the gym and goes, oh, I'm assuming you're, are you one of those wrestlers here? And I go, oh yeah, I am. And he goes, oh, right on. He's kind of quiet for a few seconds and he goes, I mean, I don't know how good a friend you are with everyone, and I'm not trying to sound rude, but like, you're the first one I picked up that actually looks like a wrestler. And I was like, oh, I appreciate that. I mean, I kind of go for that, but
It is interesting how it's kind of transitioned.
yeah, it's weird, and it's not more AEW than WWE. And I feel like because like it's more like the indie-rific, like smart mark crowd, or like, you know, more and more people look less like, you know, what you traditionally think a pro wrestler looks like. And since AEW kind of fits into that category of a fan base, I feel like that's why they almost more gravitate towards them. And in some regards, I feel like it's almost fans, at least those fans, prefer the people who don't look like wrestlers, because it's almost like, because every fan, generally speaking, wants to be a wrestler, I feel like, at some point.
Yeah.
And they're just not able to, you know, they're not athletic enough, they can't do it, they can't hack it. So I feel like you almost live vicariously through them. Like, if they see somebody, you know, the size or look of like Darby Allin or something, I feel like it's easier for them to relate to him than to see me come out like, if I'm not going to look like that, F that guy, you know what I mean? Like, so.
That's interesting.
I feel like that definitely plays a little bit of a role in it for sure.
I can see that.
But
Sweet. Sounds good.
So, yeah,
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.